Okay, y'all, hey, I'm back with part 7. This is going to be a very short part. As you can see, it's paused right here. I'm trying, again, something different, playing around with each of these entries a little bit. This one I recorded, edited the video, oh my gosh, like last week sometime, and, or was it Sunday? I did that on Sunday, and now I'm going to record myself going over it. I'll be honest, I've played about 6 more hours of the game since then. 4 of the hours was last night, and I'm going to start putting the patch notes where these different recordings come, especially because I get these out so late after the hot fixes come out, and the developers are doing such a good job of just putting the information out there. So we're going to watch this edit video, talk about what's going on there. I believe this is around hot fix 6 or 7, and then they're up to hotfix 11, at least last time I played was hotfix 11, and the game feels starting to feel quite different than even what it felt like now, as you'll see once I get part 8 up. This part's gonna be rather short, but a lot does happen in this, and we see a lot more of the world. So yeah, welcome. Here we are. We just went to the shrine of Rugal. And we're just off exploring around the coastline, seeing what we can find. Akatun is up there, and I want to get there. That's the beast city that I'm trying to get to. So yeah. At this point, and honestly, just looking back at this, with the newest update, you can't even fast travel back to Migdal's Rest anymore. So yeah, I just want to remind us where we were at with the quest line and the different quests that we're looking at. There are a few that were bugged that hopefully will be fixed, like get fish from Brastic. So have to go back to Migdal's Rest and check that out. But yeah, mainly the main goal right now is just to get to Akatun. And if you've been following along with this video, you know this is just a really cool game. One where, if you haven't been following, the whole premise of this is that you had this vision and you're drawn to this island. And we don't know anybody on the island, we are just drawn there, and compulsion led us there. So our past as a character becomes unimportant. Instead, it becomes about this quest and this journey to follow these dreams that are guiding us, and this intense desire that we cannot control, that propels us forward regardless of the consequences that has. Who knows what we left behind? We could have left behind a family, a world. We could have left behind a conflict. We don't know. We arrive here a blank slate, driven solely by our desire to descend and find the saint. So here was an area I saw from the side. I was like, oh, let's go check this out. This looks really cool. What are we gonna find here? This excellent structure. It's a rune. An area in decay. Near the shrine. So I wonder if this was once like a great big temple to Rugal. Or maybe it was something else, and Rugal's people came in and destroyed it. As we know, the 3 gods, Rugal, Alfajan, and Umbernox, came as the true gods in this world. But before that, there was a number of deities spread out, and the gods came and they started killing some of these other deities and things, and showed themselves as being more powerful. And so now these 3 are worshipped as the true gods, each with their own goals that they're striving for and diving for. Yeah, the lore has been fantastic. So here we are, looking, seeing what we can find here. Over on the west side of the island. Of course, always spamming skills. Gotta spam skills, get them up. So floating, running, jumping, diving. It's great. There's Rugal up in the sky, looking over us. The only time you can pray to his shrine is when he is in the sky. Fortifies your might. He doesn't look particularly happy, but, you know, I'm not sure if I'd be happy stuck as a moon just rotating. Meet another madman driven to insanity by his own quest for the saint. You can really get into a nice rhythm. The game's combat's really fun. I think it's improving as it goes on. Maybe I need like when I play this for real after the 1.0 comes out, I'll definitely play on the higher difficulty because so far it's been pretty easy. But they're balancing things out quite heavily. But yeah, being able to just block, attack can put you into a really beautiful rhythm. Oh, what a beautiful figurine. Oh, praise be to joy. But yeah, if you're enjoying the series, please let me know. If there's a game that you want me to play, let me know. Open to trying anything. Takes me a while to get through games, but yeah. Oh, look at that lighting. That is just stunning. Oh, guess I admired it back then too. Yeah, you just look at the towers, the light strikes at the cliff face. It's a breathtaking world, one that really draws you in. So we have more ruins over here on this west side of the island. And I have a goal to explore them all. Swim on over to this one. And let's see what we find. If anything, it's been a hit or miss. Again, the game's in early access. But also, like, reality. Like, I think sometimes it can be distracting in a game when every time you look at anything, you find something. It almost makes the loot feel not worthwhile. But this has been a good variety where, like, sometimes I find something cool, and usually you're finding something that could be useful that you could sell, that you could use for alchemy. Not that I've tried their alchemy yet, but it seems like there's a decent amount of alchemy materials out there. And other times you find some really fascinating materials, and I feel like this game has a good balance of this. At first I thought it leaned more towards like I was exploring and not really finding much, and again I don't know how much has changed really in the hotfixes. I haven't been reading all the little patch notes, but the game hasn't been out that long, and I think they mainly have been focusing on just fixes, but I could be wrong. I should really go back and read those patch notes. But yeah, like exploration's been great. And so yeah, I just like to keep this in here to show you like it's worth diving into the other areas. And that dagger of Amir that I just found here, I forgot that I found that over here. An ancient blade forged by non-human intellect. And it has a name. Might be important. So already it's like, okay, this is worth coming over here from. And if you're looking for this dagger in your own file, I should pull up the map here, but it is far to the west, more on the northwest. Well, not full northwest, but you know, it's below Akatun to the west a little bit. So southwest of Akatun. You'll have to swim out there, but might be worth it. Alright, so just getting my bearings. Oh, there you go, the map. So yeah, those are the runes there that if you're trying to get to that, if you're trying to find the dagger of Amir, I can't remember what the name was, that's what you'll find. Yeah, I didn't cut out too much because I ended up not being able to record for a very long time. And I knew I wanted to get another part out soon, and there's gonna be some things that happen in this video. I'm like, okay, this seems like a good reason to have a short video. The next video should be quite long. I already recorded, like I said, about 6 hours of material. It's been a little bit more slow going. I ended up backtracking quite a bit in it, but yeah, the next part will be a lengthy one once I can edit it. It seems a good time to give a shout out to the people who we've lost in 2026 in these last few days. So we lost Dolly Parton, we lost Tim Curry, and then just this morning we lost the original voice actor of Optimus Prime. I'm blanking on his name right now. Peter, I believe. But yeah, it's tragic, losing 3 legends in basically 3 days. I didn't even know that happened. I was out running a youth leadership retreat for the last few days, and so came back to find all this news. I wasn't really checking my phone or doing anything. Sad, especially because Dolly Parton has done so much for the literacy rates, helping make sure kids have books, have access to that material. Lovely human being. Hey, here we are at Akatun. So I'll let the game kind of take it from here as we get to know a few new characters.
You've found the haven you've been searching for. Akatun means New Katun in Old Thrak. The old city on the mainland that was looted and destroyed ages ago. This is a tiny speck by comparison, but it is nice to remember what our people once had. Mostly refugees from Magdal's, Thrak and Kalix who came for descent. Sometimes an Urohan or two. Anyone who doesn't want to live with those madmen and is willing to learn the truth is welcome.
The truth of the saint. Okay.
Many of us have no homes to go back to. An island of madmen is often preferable to what awaits us back there. Besides, on some days when the breeze hits just right, you can imagine this to be paradise. You're doing his bidding. Tell him, Gal Nochal. I shall not explain it, but he will understand that as well. What news do you... Don't let the drag cloud your mind with this nonsense. Speak to Lombakino Kokurush. They will help set you straight.
If you don't remember this from the lore, the beast individuals, so the Urhan, the Kalax, the Thrax, have been unfairly mistreated by the humans, a lot of times chased out of their homes, treated terribly, viewed as lesser than.
Then we must celebrate. I have many things to share. Days such as this must be commemorated and never forgotten. There is much to make up for. Much that has been spoken without response. Much that has been done without reaction. You know what I speak of, yes?
I do not. Well, partially, but... It's pretty obvious. It's revenge now that I'm reading that, but...
You are close. So close. I can see it in your face, on your lips, and in your heart. You know of what I speak, but you dare not speak it. You will strike back at them for how they treat us. Those fools under the skull of Magdal. All of us here suffered the same treatment, both here and at home. Now the law is the blade, and the blade is held by you. We must ensure they understand the terms of our deal. Because you have shared in my pain. We are kin in this hatred. It's time you take ownership. A man by the name of Rold who lives in Magdal's Rest. I was a nameless Calic soldier in a long-forgotten war. Our victories were few and our defeats crushing. One such defeat was at the hands of Majordomo Janus. He released the men but ensured the Calics would never fight again. Some were tortured, others killed. I had my feet broken before we were marched home. When I first made landfall here, many faces greeted me. Even of Majordomo Janus. He did not recognize me, but I would never forget. No matter who he says he is.
So Majordomo Janus is rolled. Ooh, I wonder if we can confront him about this.
See the way I walk like a lame beggar? The way my mouth droops at one side? No, I would be put to slaughter if I dared draw my blade. You have the rest of your life to think about it. Ensure your memories are happy ones.
Style quest for revenge. Major Domo Janus, aka Rolled. We've already completed the quest for. We helped him find his buddy who got lost in the ruins.
Come in, come in. I've got plenty for trade if you have the Masari. There was a time, yes. This was much more common. We supplied each other's shortfalls and benefited from this trade. The call of the tower grew in volume until it deafened the ears of the men. We only care for our own now. From here and from there, I do not find the goods. The goods find me. Your pockets are flush with wares such as these. Perhaps I should ask you this.
Facts. I've robbed so many people.
A deep question. Perhaps too deep to answer well. I'm here because there was a need. The people of Akatun need someone to barter for their needs. And I am here for them. The time of free trade is over. Kokorosh has deemed foreigners forbidden to trade with, lest their mind-poisoning proves contagious. My prices are as low as they can be. I do not get many trades and my margins are papered in. You seem like you could use something. A flask, perhaps. Yes, I could part ways with this as a gesture of goodwill.
So I traded with him, just sold a bunch of my stuff. Nothing really interesting in his inventory. So yeah, I was just clearing out my stuff to make way for being able to pick up more things.
What brings you to our domain?
Gosh, I cannot remember where Wheeler is located.
You have nothing to prove, Halfkin. But if you insist on helping, there is something you could help with. A front scout here, Nanak Tal, began exploring the Mikonari infestation in the south. He has not returned. I ask that you find her and bring her home safely. If you'd like, you can take Freg with you. He should be with Lon Baki in her house. Yes? A new breed of Veth, spawned from ungodly magics in the Chained Isle, that somehow found their way here. They have no mind nor thought, no culture, no speech. They are mindless drones who only know how to cultivate new spawn and how to kill. Mindless Veth are not welcome in this village. Sometimes oppression can be justified. This is the village of Akatun, named in homage to the village of Katun in the Scarlet Waste. Just as Katun is a haven for Halfkin, this is a sweet taste of home on this blessed isle. This is an oasis of sanity in a sea of the insane. The others, the true kin, believe a saint is calling them. Many of our kind have been convinced of this. This could be no further from the truth. The saint is a malevolent vision conjured by the fool. The one you saw in your vision, calling you here. The messenger delivering the saint's promise, whilst changing the message and resealing the wax on his letter. Perhaps his motives are knowable, or worse. He has none at all. A manifestation of hope in a world devoid of it.
That's pretty
He
good.
promises to satisfy your dreams, to fill a hole in your heart, your mind, your soul. Many have chased this promise, but none have left satisfied. No puppet of the fool is to be trusted. I am surprised it took him this long. Perhaps he has grown tired of his isolation. An Urhan does not need permission to live here. Tell him to come when he's ready. A new form approaches.
Hope in a world devoid of hope. So much so it drives men mad. It's pretty chilling. And timely in the sense that I feel like it hits how a lot of people are feeling right now with just everything going on. I mean, I live in the United States, and I'm not going to get too much into politics here, although I want to make it very clear that I do not support the federal government in any way and what they're doing here. And yeah, it just feels like a lot of people are struggling with hope right now. And so this manifestation of this idea of a world that is so collapsed and so filled with violence and anger that hope itself becomes a thing that has a negative consequence rather than accepting hopelessness and just survival. It's interesting.
There is but one spell you need in this place. Not a spell in the sense you would use, but an incantation. A barrier. You must get it from the god who ruled this place long ago. Deep in the caves behind Akatun, there is a shrine to the demigod Magdal. Find the dagger of Emir, stolen by a madman who drowned in the ruins south of Akatun. Use it to make
We found that dagger already, hell yeah.
Sever your ties with the saint.
So sever the ties by praying to Magdal and cutting yourself,
I've got
or destroy the shrine too.
Of course.
So I'll be honest at this point. Like I said, I'm going to keep some of the stuff where I do dumb things. I didn't realize I had the dagger. I totally forgot I picked up the dagger of Emir. And so I went to go see, like, oh, is this something I buy? And then I remembered, oh yeah,
You've come very far to
Ferg. Because I didn't realize I had the dagger.
protected by the old ones. My prayers have extended this protection to many in the village. Our continued existence is proof of their power. Fear, anger, worry. These are powerful forces that sap your spiritual energy. No, truly the best way to live is to live in prayer and allow the fortress of their boons to safeguard your spirit. The ones before the ones they now call gods. Centuries ago, perhaps longer than that, the world was not carved out by these divine beings. They did not rule from their palaces or enthrall the masses with their magics. Instead, hundreds of beings were worshipped and glorified throughout the lands. Local gods performed rituals for the people. When the three you call gods appeared, they began to slay these lesser gods. They became viewed as demons. But the discerning mind knows they are no different from each other. Many claim he will lead the world to an age of sanity. But he is a poison masquerading as an antidote. He promises what one neglects. He offers what one desires. He is a charlatan demigod of yore who derives power from people's attention and worship. I too once heard this call, as we all did. But with practice one can quiet the mind.
Yeah, so a little more lore there that ties into some of the books we read in the previous videos. You know, about the history of the world and the gods.
No, Fred. Check scout. Fred spy. Add on chain guard. Grad cool. Fred look. Fred tell.
I like Frigg.
Fred learn. Long teach.
So, Frigg and I are gonna go. My first time having a companion. We'll see how that goes. So we're off to try to get to the shrine of Megdal, where we can pray to it, sever our connection with cutting our hand and praying. And then we could maybe destroy the shrine. So this was still me being like, oh, where do I get the dagger? And I didn't even think about the fact that it was grayed out. It took me a little bit to realize that. I was playing really late at night. I usually do these recordings really late at night. Obviously, right now it's during the day. You can see the light filtering through. But usually I'm doing these after when I'm kind of tired and exhausted. So, yeah, which is all right. So I'm like, okay, let's load up this guy. We got to make sure he survives, right? Give him all the good stuff. So I give him the dagger. Not even thinking about that it's the dagger I need for the quest. Oh, watching this is painful. I'm so sorry, y'all. That's just embarrassing. Yeah, so I started giving him a bunch of things. Give him the better arrows. Give him a longbow. Thought I'd give him some armor here. I don't actually know if the AI as companions will use like healing potions and stuff, but I give him a little potion. Man of many faces. Text that we read previously. Although I think that one didn't actually have much text. It was just one of those bracketed summaries. Okay, he's looking good. I'm looking good, except I have no shoes on. Yeah, I love this little portrait of the pilgrim. Us diving into this. You know, I'm just trying to get a decent number of spells. I rely less and less on them as it goes on. I find it easier with the combat to just focus on archery. I love the archery. It feels good. It's fast, especially with some of the upgrades. And we're off to go find the cave. If I can get out of here, but I am stuck between them. So the only option is to send him back so that we can move. And then she moves, and we're able to get out of here and finally start the adventure. So we're off to find the caves, and we see a doc and a dude. We should go talk to this guy. Bigger, huh? It's pretty impressive. I don't even see the fish, man. I've been looking for fish this whole time. I can't wait to fish. I haven't actually tried to fish anything. Maybe I can fish.
Town, much like yourself, seemed normal. Sounded a bit like you. One day, he starts yelling about finding the truth, hearing the unheard. Bunch of drivel. Grabs my oar and makes. Since then, I've been out here finding other things to pass the time. It's been pretty nice. If you haven't rowed before, you wouldn't get it. If you haven't rowed before, you wouldn't get. But when you see this thing, you'll understand. See that cavern under the tower? The entrance right over there. He's in there, so find it for me. And maybe I'll take you around on my boat.
Ooh, boat rides.
Fish.
Scary no fish.
Look around you, friend. Strange is the only thing here in abundance. Not sure you should be looking. There's a woman on an island just off the coast of here. Some armored fella from the mainland was looking. I'd say that's pretty strange.
Fellow in armor and a woman hiding out. Huh. We'll have to go look for them after this. But instead I'm gonna go look for the cave. But yeah, so far I think that the voice acting has been surprisingly great. I'm so used to playing like I guess more of a indie game and having the voice acting be serviceable. And some of the voice acting in this game has been fantastic. They're doing a great job building out this world. I'm just reorganizing my quest, where I'm going. And here, I decide I'm going to put on quest markers just to make sure, you know, speed up the process a bit. So you turn it on, and the game laughs at you. And I was like, huh, interesting. Turn it off and on again. Decide to apply it. And I go back, and nothing is different. Nothing at all. So I'm trying to click it, being like, why isn't this working? Again, just so dense I am. The game was laughing at me for turning it on. Very clearly at this point. And it took me a little bit to register that. Anyway, so I go to find the shrine. We find a cave. Go down. We fight some skeletons. It's all good and glad. It goes a long way. Ferg is great. He's doing his thing. Watching him. He's my best buddy now. We've come a little bit. This is about like 35 minutes in of just running around, checking and exploring out the whole cave system, going down every single path we can go down, and looking for the shrine. And then we find the shrine. And you'll already notice, if you're paying attention to the back there, which I did not notice when playing this, we're going to run into a problem. And I try not to reload this game. Like, we've already had several quest lines bug out and things like that, which is fine. But here, you notice the skeleton is stuck in there. I'm like, well, I don't want to break it. I need to pray to it. I want to do the prayer. I don't want to break this old ancient thing. And Ferg breaks it. So I decide to reload. Something that I'm trying not to do too much of, but in this case, it seemed like it would make sense. So I did reload, and then when I came back, I was like, oh, okay, I need a re-level up, because I had leveled up on the way. And then when I reloaded, I lost that level up. And I decided to throw that back into lockpicking, and then I ended up picking another perk here, which I believe was Quick Draw. Sheathing and unsheathing is faster, which is really nice. Nice, so Ferg and I fight back through the ruins again, trying to take out the skeletons. This time we're being really careful. We're drawing them out so that they don't get stuck in the skull, hopefully. We won't have to redo any of this. I'm just like a tank at this point. I got great armor. They can't do crap to me. I can just sit here and tank it. They're level 1. And level 13. I was like, where's Ferg? Like, I'm doing this all on my own. But there he is. Ferg. I keep saying here Freg. Well, he's dead now. And I don't reload, because I already reloaded. I was like, I gotta live with this. He died. I do the prayer, cut the ties, cut myself with the dagger, and go turn it in.
But your face looks much lighter. There is but one more spell to learn. One more thing to use this, should you find someone in peril. They will return to good health. Do not let others fall to the saint without salvation.
So, we got a new healing spell. The Blessing of Akatun. Very excited. Akatun's Biting. So it restores health to you and restores health to another individual as well. Binding of Akatun. Excellent. And then, before we leave, one more thing. I run to that place he was talking about, and I find the Ore Thief immediately. He comes running out to me. Ore Thieving Madman. You can see it there on his back. A beautiful ore, I guess. We need to get back to this boat guy so that we can ride on his boat. So Titus's ore. So we run back. We're gonna turn in. Let's see what we get.
Yes. Aye, that's it. I'm sure you understand now. There's nothing else like a deal is a deal. I'll take you to Magdal's.
Yes! Woo! We got fast travel between the two cities now. Oh, that makes me so happy. But this is where we're going to end it. Next video... Oh, I wasn't expecting that to happen. I'm not sure if you can even see me anymore. But if you can hear me, I'll wrap this up. For our next video, we're going to continue onward. We're going to continue going around the coast. Like I said, I've already recorded about 6 hours. Granted, a lot of that is going to be cut down. I'd say I probably have like an hour and a half of good material in there out of that 6. I might record a little bit more and just make a pretty supersized cut for the rest of the traveling around the island. But yeah, again, this was on hotfix 7, I believe. And yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, thanks for joining me on this journey. Have a wonderful time. I didn't mean to show off my whole family here, but alas, I did. Yeah, have a great time. Thank you for joining me. Okay, it got cut off there when the video ended, so that is a good thing to know about how this process records. So I'm just doing a quick little outro here, just audio only. But yeah, next video, I'll start recording here. Well, I started recording already. I haven't started editing yet, but I have about like 6 hours of gameplay. Honestly, probably only like an hour and a half of that will make it into the video. So I'm going to keep recording. I want to put out a chunky next part, finish exploring out the coast, see if we can find, you know, the people that Titus was talking about, the woman who's hiding out and the guy in armor who's looking for her. and see what else we can find. I know early on in the game, I was like, oh, I'm looking around and I just wish there's more people to find. I feel like that's changing. I've been running into people. I've been finding some things. Some objects that I'm not sure if are important or not are turning out to be important. It's a great game. I'm getting 100% just sucked back into this. And yeah, and the patches have been coming fast and doing a lot of great lifting and work. Yeah, cool. Well, thank you for joining me and have a lovely, lovely day. Take care.